A great new game has just come out. It's called Masterplan Tycoon. Again, it's a factory builder, and as you know me, I love to build factories. We have just built a lumber camp in range of this forest. Lumber camp produces trees, and now we've built a sawmill. Sawmill takes a tree and makes it into a plank. So we can connect tree to tree. So tree gets exported there, and then we're making planks which we can then store in our storage. That's a free achievement right there. This reminds me of State Machine in game development. There, when you're making animations for your character, let's say, you've got those different boxes which basically represent states. So you could have idle state, jumping, crouching, and you would connect those boxes just like this, so that you tell the game basically which animation can switch to which other animation under which circumstances. So you could say that you could go from idle to crouch when you press a certain button, and then you could go from crouch to idle. You could also go from idle to jump, from jump to crouch, but you can't go from crouch to jump. The next thing we're gonna need is a quarry, so we're gonna build it right here next to those stones. Now we've got water here, so let's build a fishery and again connect it to our storage and build a well. Now we can store some water as well. Our settlers are eating just fish right now, so we might need to provide them with better food. So let's make a farm. Since we want to produce bread, we're gonna need bakery, but for that we need mill and a well. We just need to connect all these buildings together. Farm makes grain that goes to mill, and we've got meal and water, which together makes bread in our bakery. For the bakery to work correctly, we need to be close to a storage. And since it's out of range from this storage, we're gonna build a new one right here. We've unlocked this brick mission right here. So we're gonna connect bread and stone to it so that we can access the mission. And since we need to get stones to that mission fast, we're gonna unhook this connection here, so that we are not splitting the stone production but only moving all the stones to the brick mission here. Now since we've got enough stone and bread in the brick mission, we can just go to the mission. And we have arrived, so this seems like a mini game within the whole game. So stone and bread gets sent in the main area to this location. We're again gonna need to build some planks here. So build a lumber camp and a sawmill. And we're also gonna make a sheep farm and sewing workshop. Sheep farm produces wool, which we can then use in the sewing workshop to create clothes. We're gonna store them as well. And again, we need to feed our workers, so that's some fishery and a well. Now I've just realized that we don't want these paths to be really long, because the well here, it sends some water along the line, but now another piece of water is ready to be produced, but since the line is full, it can't send it just yet. Now it's time to start brewing beer. We can simply place grain and water right there. But we can't put the water there because the farm is in the way. So we could perhaps move the farm a little, and now the water should be able to go there, and we are still producing a lot more water than these two pipes can handle. Now since we've got our settlers happy, we can finally build what we came here for. So that's a clay pit and a brick factory. So clay from the clay pit goes straight to the brick factory, and that's producing bricks, which we can deliver to the output of this mission. So this little brick mission has been completed, and we can abandon it and go back to master, to the main mission, let's say. So now here we're already producing the bricks, and we can simply put that to our storage. Now here we would also like to brew some beer and make clothes. So let's figure that out. So now finally we are making beer, and we just need some clothing. So that's a sheep farm and a workshop. Now we have the opportunity to build a pig farm. Now I see there's a problem with this factory. We need bread to maintain the butchery and the pig farm as well. But I don't think we're producing any bread. Well, we are producing bread, but we are not storing any, because the only bread we're producing goes to the brick mission right here. So I think we should connect it to our storage as well. We're getting some bread finally, So the pig farm and the butchery is producing sausages. Now, another thing we want to do is to unlock this steel mission. And to do that, we're gonna need some better clothing. So we're gonna need cotton plantation and a cotton mill. And we're also gonna need a felt workshop, which needs wool from a sheep farm, but I'm gonna hijack the wool from here. We have forgotten something. We need to get our workers drunk. So we need moonshine to do that. Let's start planting some potatoes and sugarcane, and then we're gonna need a moonshine factory. Now to unlock this steel mission, we're gonna need to bring bricks, bread, beer and clothes to it. So instead of connecting those factories straight there, I'm just gonna take it straight from the storage. We have finally unlocked the steel mission, so let's go straight in there. So here we're getting bricks, bread, beer and clothes, and we need to output coal, steel and steel beams. So of course first we need a storage. We're also gonna need a lumber camp and a sawmill. Now I have built a little farming area right here, so we've got farms, potato farms, sugarcane plantation, but then we need to build a butchery and we also need to build moonshine factory. But for that we need 14 stones and we're missing a few. We've got 9 stones and we're producing 1 every minute. I think we should simply put in a few more quarries. The quarries cost plank to build, but every other building costs stone, so the quarries are really essential. Now we can finally build that moonshine factory. Now finally we are able to start producing the steel beams which we came for. We're gonna need iron mine, coal mine and a furnace. Iron mines needs to be built next to this area and coal mines need to be located somewhere next to this black stuff. Now we have connected our coal mine to the storage and we've also connected the iron mine to the storage. So now we need iron and coal in the furnace, so we're just gonna take it straight from the storage area. This is gonna produce some steel and we're also gonna need steel beams. We have also unlocked research. So here we can research this nice thing which costs 15 trees, and that allows us to mine coal from trees, not just from coal mines. We have researched that and we can also start researching resource transfer rate, and we're almost done here. We just need to send steel beams and coal out. And coal we can get straight from the storage. We're not producing enough coal, so we're gonna need a few more coal mines. Oh, that's a different one, so that's not a coal mine but charcoal kiln. And go straight to storage with that, and it also needs trees. Now that should be enough coal produced, which means that our factories here are happy, and that's it. Steel mission completed. So the last thing we can do is build another storage here and store all that coal, steel and steel beams we just got. This has been Master Plan Tycoon. I hope you really enjoyed this awesome factory builder. Let me know what you think of the game and what would you like to see next.